I have decided about you, not out of impulse, not in the heat of an emotional rush, but with the calm certainty that comes only after deep reflection. I have looked at the memories, at the truth between us, at every silence and every moment that lit up like fire in the dark. And now, with no confusion left in my heart, I can finally say it without fear, without hesitation, I want you. Not just the version of you the world sees, but the full, unfiltered, complicated, beautiful reality of who you are. I have chosen you, with every reason I shouldn't and every feeling that says I must. This decision was not born in one moment. It bloomed slowly, like dawn creeping over the edge of night. It grew through every small conversation, every glance that said more than words ever could. It shaped itself in the way your voice softened when you spoke from the heart, in the strength you showed when you didn't know anyone was watching. I have weighed the risks, counted the fears, and still, this choice remains clear in my soul. There is no one else who fits into my story like you do. I have decided not because you are perfect, but because your imperfection speaks a language my heart understands. You carry shadows, just like I do. You've broken, you've risen, you've kept going, and that strength humbles me. I don't want a flawless fairy tale. I want a real life with real love, where we stumble and learn and grow, side by side. I want the days when you're at your best, and especially the days when you're not. I've decided that I don't need certainty about the future, I only need certainty about you. And that, I have. You're the one I think of when something beautiful happens. You're the one I want to share my victories with, and the one I want beside me when the world feels too heavy. I have imagined what a life with you would look like, not grand gestures or cinematic romance, but something deeper. Quiet mornings. Laughter in the kitchen. Hands held in silence when words aren't enough. I have imagined growing old with you, not because I'm chasing a fantasy, but because my soul sees home in you. This decision isn't about obsession or fantasy. It's about clarity. It's about the way my heart settles when you enter a room. It's about how, even in chaos, your presence feels like the one thing I can anchor to. I don't want to wonder anymore. I don't want to pretend I don't care as much as I do. So here it is, the raw, naked truth. I've made up my mind. You are the person I want to build with, dream with, fall with, rise with, again and again. You've seen parts of me that no one else ever noticed. You've loved me in small, silent ways I once thought no one would. You've challenged me, inspired me, and made me feel seen in ways I didn't know were possible. And now I want to give all of that back to you, not just in moments, but in permanence. I want to be the one who stays. The one who fights for you when you doubt your worth. The one who reminds you that you are more than enough, every single day. I have decided to stop running from what scares me. Loving someone deeply, truly, unapologetically, that used to terrify me. But with you, I no longer want to hide behind fears or pretend that love isn't real. It is real. It's you. You are my risk and my reward. And I'm ready to step into that unknown, as long as you're there with me. Because love is never safe, but some people are worth the fall. You are worth it, 1,000 times over. This decision is not a whisper, it is thunder in my chest. It is the kind of choice that rearranges everything. And yet, it feels natural, like something I should have said long ago. I choose you, not just now, but again and again, in every version of our lives. If time rewrote itself 100 times, I'd find you in every chapter. I'd reach for you in every life. That is the weight of this decision. That is the depth of what I feel. I have decided to stand by you even when things get hard, especially then. I don't want the easy path. I want the real one. And that means walking through fire when we have to, holding on when things shake, staying present when everything else demands retreat. I will not run from conflict. I will not run from the parts of you that need time to heal. I will stand beside you, with patience, with grace, with relentless love. You don't have to prove yourself to me. This decision was not made on what you offer or what you promise. It was made on who you are. And who you are is everything I never knew I needed. I don't want to fix you, change you, or mold you. I just want to love you, as you are, and be loved by you in return. If the world doubts us, let them. If they question our story, let them wonder. What we have is not for anyone else to understand, it's ours, and it's more than enough. You have been my turning point, the moment my life shifted direction without me realizing it. Now I see it clearly. I see the places we could go, the life we could build. I want to be your safe place, your loudest cheerleader, your quiet constant. I want to know all the versions of you, the joyful, the hurting, the dreaming, the doubting, and love them all equally. There is no future I want more than the one where you are there, laughing with me, growing with me, choosing me too. So here I am, with nothing held back. I have decided about you. With full conviction. With eyes wide open. With a heart that has waited a long time to feel this certain. Whatever storms we face, whatever paths lie ahead, I choose you. Not just today, not just when it's easy, but every single time. I don't need a perfect love story. I just need you. And I've never been more sure of anything in my life. I know that love doesn't always arrive in perfect timing, wrapped in clarity and sealed with certainty. Sometimes, it comes in waves, slow at first, then all at once, until it's all you feel, all you know. That's what happened with you. You entered quietly, maybe unaware of the way your presence was rewiring my entire emotional world. And now, standing in the middle of this awareness, I realize that I don't just want to love you, I need to. It feels like the most honest, sacred thing I've ever felt. And I'm done pretending otherwise. There were days I tried to talk myself out of this. Days I told myself it was safer not to feel so deeply, not to get so invested. But none of those defenses held up when you smiled, or when you spoke with that kind of softness only you possess. It was never about falling fast, it was about falling right. And with you, everything aligned in a way that made even the chaos feel meaningful. So I surrendered. And in that surrender, I found clarity. You are where my heart belongs. There's something fearless about loving someone completely. It's not about ignoring the possibility of heartbreak, it's about trusting that even if it happens, loving that deeply will always have been worth it. That's where I am now. I don't want to hold back parts of myself. I don't want to offer you a half-hearted love wrapped in cautious optimism. I want to give you all of me, the fearless, the flawed, the forever kind of love. And I want to grow with you in every direction life pulls us. I have decided that I no longer want to imagine a future where your name doesn't echo through every milestone. I want you in my ordinary days and my extraordinary ones. I want to build a world together where even the smallest rituals, morning coffee, evening walks, quiet conversations, become sacred because they're shared with you. You don't just fit into my life, you complete it. And that is a truth I carry with every breath. You are my peace in a world that often moves too fast. You are the quiet understanding when words fail, the deep calm that settles even my stormiest days. I've never felt more seen, more understood, more accepted. You don't ask me to be anything other than who I am, and that freedom has become the most powerful form of love I've ever experienced. So, this decision, this confession, it's not a leap, it's a return. A return to everything that finally makes sense. I choose you not just when you shine, but when you're struggling. I want to be the person you turn to when things fall apart, the hand you hold when life feels unkind. I want to witness your evolution, your reinventions, your victories, and even your breaking points, because love isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about staying. And I will stay. Through every season, every storm, every uncertain turn, I will choose you again. The thought of you gives me hope in ways I never expected. You bring out a softness in me, a depth of emotion I didn't know I could reach. It's as if your soul speaks directly to mine, bypassing every wall I've spent years building. That's not coincidence, that's connection. Something rare. Something real. Something worth fighting for. So let there be no doubt in your mind, I'm here, and I'm all in. I want to share everything with you, not just dreams and plans, but fears, failures, and the quiet truths I've never said aloud. I want to hold space for your vulnerability, just as you've unknowingly held space for mine. We may not know what tomorrow holds, but if tomorrow includes your hand in mine, I know I'll face it with strength and grace. Love like this doesn't come twice. And I would never forgive myself if I let it pass me by. I have decided that you are not a question, you are the answer. To the ache I couldn't name, to the loneliness I carried quietly, to the hope I had almost given up on. You walked in, not to fix me, but to remind me I was never broken. You made love feel like breathing, natural, effortless, necessary. And now that I've felt that with you, nothing else could ever compare. You're not just someone I care about, you're someone I want to build forever with. So if there's any part of you that wonders where I stand, let this be your answer. I have decided about you with every part of my being. I don't need more time to think. I don't need more signs from the universe. I already have everything I need, and it's you. This is my truth, raw and real and unwavering. I am ready. For all of it. For all of you. And no matter what life asks of us, I promise, my heart will always find its way back to yours. I know now that what I feel for you isn't fleeting, it's carved into the architecture of who I am. It's in the way I breathe easier when I hear your name. It's in how my thoughts reroute to you in the quietest corners of the day. It's in how I no longer search for meaning elsewhere, because somehow, it all leads back to you. This isn't desire born out of absence or longing alone. This is a decision rooted in recognition. You are the person I've been unconsciously writing into every dream, every plan, every version of my future. And now that I see it clearly, I don't want to look away. With you, everything feels more alive. The air feels more possible, and the world holds more color. You didn't just awaken something in me, you reminded me that it was always there. And that's what the most profound kind of love does. It doesn't save you, it simply shows you who you've always been, and then walks beside you while you rise into it. That's what you've done. You've quietly, patiently reminded me of my strength, my softness, my fire. And now, I want to do the same for you. I want to be your mirror, your muse, your constant, whatever you need, however you need it. I have imagined standing beside you not only in joy but in uncertainty. I've pictured holding your hand not just in the glow of sunlight but in the dim light of hard days. My decision isn't built on fantasy, it's built on knowing that love, real love, includes the mess, the fear, the chaos, and still choosing each other anyway. I've decided to be that person who doesn't walk away when things get tough. I want to be your steady when the world becomes unsteady. Because loving you isn't a feeling I'm waiting for to fade, it's a truth I've found and vowed to protect. There is no part of you I fear. Not your scars, not your silence, not your shadows. I want to know every story your eyes carry. I want to sit with you in the quiet and still feel like I've heard your loudest song. I want to walk beside you through whatever comes, not because I need to be needed, but because I choose to be there. You don't have to earn that. You don't have to prove yourself. My heart has already made the decision, and my soul is standing in full agreement. You are my once in a lifetime, and I don't take that lightly. So here I am, wide open, with nothing left to guard. I have decided about you, not as a reaction but as a revelation. I know what I want. I know who I want. And every road ahead of me feels meaningless if it doesn't somehow lead to you. Whatever this becomes, wherever this goes, know that you've already changed me in the most permanent way. And no matter where life takes us, the truth remains. I choose you. In this moment. In the next.